Dear children, good morning. How have you been? It's been some time now that I haven't been able to facilitate your online classes, and neither have I been able to upload a new video with respect to the next lesson in our syllabus. My mother is not well and she's fighting for her life. She's admitted in the hospital, and well, since I'm in the hospital, most of the times it's very difficult to conduct classes due to the strict norms of COVID-19, which is prevalent in most of the hospitals and healthcare institutions. However, I found out some time today. I took out some time today to interact with you, just to tell you that even though hardships may come, well, we need to fight. And you can still see a smile on my face today. It's because, children, we are a family. And in a family, when there is somebody who needs help, yes, we need to jump and help that person. So you can help me by spending little time with this lesson. This lesson is a little critical. The reason why I call this little critical is because it's full of information, which is in the form of a conversation. Previously, it was only in the terms of concepts, but this lesson is a conversation which is called a dialogue. Now, dialogues are a part and parcel of our everyday life. When we talk to people, right? When there are two people interacting with each other, it's a dialogue. When there's one person, for example, when there's one person speaking, it's a monologue. For example, the presentations that you send online regarding your public speaking and phonetic session, those are called monologues, where you talk. And the video has only you talking, you speaking. But then when it's a dialogue, there are two people speaking. Our next lesson has been written by that very famous gentleman called Lewis Carroll. He is famous for having written Alice in Wonderland. And who haven't studied Alice in Wonderland? Tell me. Everybody knows about Alice in Wonderland, where you have a girl called Alice, and she has her own world of fantasies, which is crafted from her own imagination. But this lesson is a little different from that particular novel of Alice in Wonderland, but yes, it is on similar terms. There's a dialogue, as you will see. In the entire lesson, it will be a dialogue. Somewhere it will be Alice talking to the flowers in the fantasy world, or Alice talking to a red queen. It's not very difficult, but yes, it's a lot of information there. So it's not possible for me to explain things to you on a chart paper right now, because I'm just managing this run between my house and the hospital, and there are so many other activities to be done. So I just thought of getting this chapter initiated with a video which will give you certain information regards to the chapter. It's like more of an analysis. So this will be easy for you to connect the dots when you read the chapter by yourself. Later on, whenever I have time or when it's a little convenient for me to conduct your online session, we will get this done on a real-time basis. Okay, we are going to do it like a dialogue, as if it's like we are doing it in the classroom, but that will take some time. Before that, I'll request you to just go through the lesson after I have provided you with the information in terms of facts, theme, and important elements which you will find in this particular lesson. So getting started, the theme of this lesson, Through the Looking Glass, written by Lewis Carroll. Through the Looking Glass. Okay, so it's like you're looking through the mirror. What happens when you look into the mirror? You see your own reflection. But have you seen that you get inverted? At times, you get inverted. When you look into the mirror, the reflection that you see is inverted. So your right hand becomes your left hand there. Have you seen that? Okay, so that will be an important aspect in this lesson. Talking about the theme. Whenever you talk about Alice in Wonderland or looking through this glass, looking through the mirror, whatever the lesson may be, whenever it's like a contribution to literature by Lewis Carroll, he talks about freedom. It's the freedom that a child looks out for. You cannot confine the imagination of a child. And this is the time in your life when we should actually think. If you think, you'll have a dream. And if you have a dream, you'll be successful in life. So search for freedom. Second, the importance of nurturing dreams. That's the second theme. It's important for you to dream. Third one, a liberating philosophy. What's liberation? Liberation means free again. Okay, so it's like you can say it's a quest. It's a quest for your mind to be free. Whenever you have innovative ideas coming to your mind, if you stop them, you'll never be able to grow. And finally, you know what? Getting up early in the morning, having breakfast, getting ready for your school. Well, these are called convention. What's convention? Convention means something that you do daily, on a habitual basis, something that you do traditionally or daily. Okay, it's like fundamentally the same thing, repeatedly going on and on. So it's like challenging that particular conventional concept where you don't wake up to go to school, but you wake up, say, to go to a different planet. And you don't take the school bus. Instead, you take a spaceship. Well, have you ever thought of it? That's the importance of nurturing dreams. So these are the theme. Search for freedom, the importance of nurturing dreams, a liberating philosophy, and challenging conventional concepts. What are the important elements? You'll have the dream aspect. So the very important, whenever you study anything that's written by Lewis Carroll, you will definitely have to be in a dream world. And when you talk about dreams, the world that you are a part of in your dream, is it real? No, it's fantasy world, fantasy, fantasy. And we will also deal with the concept of inversion here. Okay, so if I look into the mirror right now, my left ear, okay, it will become the right ear, right? So that's the concept of inversion. You will have that in this particular lesson. And you see, in this lesson, the whole world, the whole universe for that matter, exists because of Alice's imagination. It's purely coincidental world. It's not the real world. It's been created by Alice's imagination. And but I'll definitely tell you one point here. You see, Alice had a dream in Wonderland. Remember that particular lesson? Here it's a little different. This dream is a little different because Alice has got little control. She can exercise little control. Okay, although very insignificant, but in that particular story, Alice in Wonderland, she had no control over her dream. She was like, it was just like a puppet in the chain. But this time she has got little control over whatever is happening. Fact points. So here Alice is an explorer. And she intrudes on foreign lands. What's the meaning of intrude? Intrude means when you get into a particular situation or get into a particular place with pressure and force. Intruding, okay? Entering a land or entering a property without permission. That's called intruding. And there is a culture clash. Culture clash. Why is there a culture clash? Well, because the moment Alice enters in this particular mirror or the looking glass, she finds flowers, okay? And the difference here is flowers can talk and they can even shout, but you will never listen to that. You'll never listen to that in real life, but flowers do have their own way of communicating with each other. Now, Alice didn't understand. She was underestimating. Can flowers talk? Really? Oh, the flowers consider her foolish. Culture clash. Flowers said, "Oh, you don't belong to us. You underestimated us." Well, we do speak. We have got our own language with phonetics and public speaking and all those elements, but it's not similar to the way you have it, human beings. But we do have it. So Alice was considered foolish when she entered into this, whatever you call it, foreign land, whatever it is. So it's like there's a culture clash now because the cultures don't match. And when you look into this world through the looking glass, you have to do everything backward. Remember this. You will come across this concept, when you read the lesson. For example, if you have to come close to me, and if you are in this world where you are looking into that world through the looking glass, you have to go far away from me. Understand? So for coming close to me, you just can't come. You just can't walk and come to me. You have to go far away from me. Only then you will come close to me. Everything happens in a backward sense of movement in this particular lesson, in this particular world of the looking glass. Okay, and then Alice becomes a person in the. She becomes what do you say? Have you played chess, children, ever? The people who have played chess will get to know about all those what do you say? Those are bullets. I call them bullets. It's like you have horses there. You have the king, the queen. Yeah. So it's like the points that you have with which you play. Have you seen one small particular bullet that's like a very small object? Okay. Now they are called soldiers. They make the first move in the game of chess. They are the ones whom you move first, and they can take only one step in the boxes of chess that you have. They can only take one step forward, and they go only straight. They cannot go diagonally. They cannot go in any other direction. So they are like soldiers. Okay, they are the ones to make the move first, because you see, chess is based on the concept of war, right? So in a wartime situation, it's not the king that will go first. It's the soldiers who will approach first. Okay, the king comes later. The king is actually protected behind. Maybe he's sitting on top of an elephant. If you have seen movies and all, you'll see. But the king is always protected, and there are a lot of people, especially the regiment of soldiers, which make the first move. So Alice feels like one of those bullets. Okay, what is it called? The smallest one that you have in the game of chess. It's called a pawn. Pawn. Alice feels as if she's a pawn in the game of chess. Okay, so once you read the story, these concepts will become clearer. You see, as I said, everything goes backward in this particular world. So when Alice wants to run, okay, what would happen if Alice ran? What would have happened if Alice ran in the real world? She would have run, right? She would have ran away and vanished. But here, the more she runs, the steady she is in the initial position where she was actually standing. So no movement at all. Oh my God. So what will happen if you stand there? Oh, will you run? You never know. That's called the world of fantasy. So when you sleep, when you are actually sleeping, you'll see your eyeballs moving at times. Why does it happen? That happens because even though you're asleep, your organs in the body, especially your brain, the subconscious mind, never stops working. And that's the reason a lot of ideas are generated, which you may hardly remember when you wake up. But it's very important to dream, okay? Because out of all the functionalities that our brain has, it's an important aspect, okay? So when you grow up, when you deal with the concepts of science, when you grow up, you will see how dreams are actually important, okay? So we'll wait for the online interaction where we can do the dialogue on a real-time basis. Until then, I have just given you the factual information behind this particular lesson. You will see a lot of dialogues. If you wish to practice those dialogues at home all by yourself, maybe you can take the help of your parents, or in case if you have any siblings, that'll be easy for you, so that when we get time to do the interaction, whenever I have time, well, we can get it done smoothly and easily. Until then, take care, children. God bless you, and thank you for your prayers for my mother. Bye bye.